Thanks, Kyle. Before we talk about the team, let's check out the highlights. We have two games to recap from last week, both with playoff implications. Let's take a look at the highlights right now. First, Point Park taking on Rio Grande at home. The winner of this game controls their own destiny throughout the end of this season. Winner gets to host a playoff game. Here we go. Early on, you see this game was all Point Park. Alan Heater finishing there. He had 13 points, 9 boards. Yandel Dennis, you saw him. He had the assist last play, and he drains the three here, the step back. He had 15 in the first half alone. But the second half was all about TJ Lanier. You see Dennis there, first half him, second half Lanier. Drains the corner three there. But here is the showstopper, the one that had everyone talking after this game. Barry Smith lobs it up for Lanier, and he goes in high gear, slams it home. He had 18 points in this one, all in the second. Check it out again. Point Park victorious in this one, 79-68 over Rio Grande. Therefore, they control their own destiny to host the playoff game. The winner of this game, however, against IU Kokomo, if Point Park won this game, they got to clinch that second place because Rio lost earlier in the day. But their road struggles continued, and it was evident early. They got down, here you see they're down 20, struggling to get the ball on the second chance opportunities. Here, Jared Lawrence draining a corner three. They were up by as much as 23 in this one. But Art Christian on the other end, you're going to see he's going to try and start the comeback. Gets the nice feed from Jeremy Williams. He gets the left-handed finish. Art Christian was a big part of this game, but TJ Lanier, you saw him get the big dunk in the last game. And here he's going to go off frame and drill the corner three. That cut the deficit to 9. And then on a fast break, Yandel Dennis, nice pass in the corner. Art Christian again, a three. A clutch three cuts the deficit to 5. That was one of 4 threes for Christian, but here's the dagger. Kokomo up 6, and Aaron Knupp on his senior day drills the 3, and that would put Point Park away. Nick Teeter would get the steal there on the next possession. Point Park drops this one, and they miss out on a chance to clinch the second place spot in the KIAC Northern Division. Therefore, they will have to win against Carlo this week at home or IU East at home this week.
Now, Josh, will this team be able to get things going again?
I think they can get things going. We saw their potential against Rio Grande. That was one of the better games that they've played in some time. And the IU Kokomo loss, again, it was their road struggles. No team in the KIAC really has been too good on the road this season. And they came out against Rio Grande and played their best. And that's what this team can be. They had a nice, solid defensive performance, too, in Rio Grande, which was a good sign for them.
Now, is the defense the only problem with this team?
Defense, I don't think you can call it the only problem for sure. They're terrible at the free throw line, second worst in the conference, only to Carlo. So free throws are just a big problem for them. But defensively, I don't think you can call it a huge problem, especially whenever their head coach doesn't press defense as much. If he says if you give up 100 points, just as long as we score 101, that's all that matters.
Now, does this team have the capability to shock somebody in the tournament?
It's tricky because unless they play every game at home, which they're not going to, that would be the only chance that I would say that they really have it winning out in the tournament. Right now they get Asbury if the season would end today, and they lost to Asbury earlier in the year, but Asbury terrible on the road. They're 1-7 on the road. So if we get Asbury in that first game and we get to the semifinals, we're going to play probably the 1 seed, and from there anything can happen really, but can they put together a perfect game, and that's really the only way that they're going to have a chance.
Thanks, Josh.